Chewy, the pot is hot tonight. And it's extra large.
I'm taking over, one city at a time. Evolve is the brand, and it is the best of all time. Got my friends with me, so you know it's time to unwind. We gon' show you how to do it, this is the way we climb. To the top, not stop, it won't be a drop. Cause I'm here to save the day and we will never flop. So just turn it up a notch, yeah, it's Evolving Podcast. Let it drop, it's the weekend, I ain't had no rest yet. It's time for us to rise, and you know we bout to flex. I'm so hot that you ain't gotta check. Just sit back, relax, and let me do the rest. Yeah, we taking over, one city at a time. Evolve is the brand, and it is the best of all time. Got my friends with me, so you know it's time to unwind. We gon' show you how to do it, this is the way we climb. To the top, not stop, it won't be a drop. Cause I'm here to save the day and we will never flop. So just turn it up a notch, yeah, it's Evolving Podcast. Let it drop, it's the weekend, I ain't had no rest yet. It's time for us to rise, and you know we bout to flex. I'm so hot that you ain't gotta check. Just sit back, relax, and let me do the rest. Yeah, we taking over, we're the best of all time.
I wanna know what's in this backpack.
Boys and girls, breaking news or a rumor before we start anything else. Jordan Oasis on Twitter still has the WWE ID program prospect thing on there. Is he still there? Is he still not? We'll talk about that at the end of the show. Welcome to the WWE Evolve Post 29th episode review podcast. I feel energized. I don't know. Terrell is just looking all like Denzel and Training Day before the corruption. Loving you, sir. EOD 33 Wrestling Hub, how are you today?
I'm doing good. How everyone's doing tonight?
Yeah. Terrell, take it away.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Terrell.
Okay.
My bad. My bad. I lost my thought. What's going on, everybody? My name is
God.
Oh, it's so weird doing it.
Oh my God.
So like get together. There you go.
There you go.
Lord.
All right. There you go.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? My name is Terrell, and this is my lady, the beautiful werewolf.
Hello, it's CJ Wolfie. How y'all doing?
And together we are For Real Love.
For real love.
Yeah, there you go. Hope everybody is doing great.
Oh yeah.
Cardala, which is Miss Invisible, Mr. Invisible Alex, and the Grand Man himself, the Grand Master on the ones and twos, EOD.
V's up.
He's up. Now, Cardi, you want to say hi?
Hello, everybody. A little choppy right now, but happy to be here. Welcome to Evolve episode 29.
Woo! Thank you.
We're almost at 30.
I know. For future reference, they have a channel called For Real Love on YouTube. It will be mentioned in the description below, as everyone else's. Coach is on sabbatical for this week. We wish him the best. We will see him on Thursdays. We're going back to Thursdays, ladies and gentlemen. This Sunday stuff is driving me crazy. Back to Thursdays. All right. Now, we start this off, which there's a video only on Instagram where they show, which defeats the purpose of our myth, now proving for the time being that Robert Stone and Peter Rosenberg actually are there live doing the play-by-play as they're doing it. So I'm like, oh, cool. That's actually awesome, because they show the clip of like Robert Stone doing his best Booker T impression. So like, oh my God, oh, the beat's up, and I love that.
Oh my God.
And two things I noticed. Rosenberg, you're going to a Evolve show and you're doing tapings. You do not have to wear just a shirt with an emblem on it. Please be dressed up like Robert Stone, who's literally dressed up like he just came out of a Bugsy Hall in Atlantic City. He just came out of it. and went to the club. Like anyway, and also, he couldn't shut up. And Peter Roseworth's like, "Can you just shut up so I can say that the entrance?" Yeah, sure. Welcome to Evolve, ladies and gentlemen. Vanity Project's here, and I have the transcript right here, ladies and gentlemen. This was actually pretty cool. And apparently, hey Orlando, I got some. This is Jackson Drake saying this. Hey Orlando, I got some news for you. The party has not stopped for Heartbreak Drake since the triple threat match. You can all pray on my downfall. You can pray on our downfall, but it's never gonna happen. We have never been locked in before. Hey Smokes, tell me something. Who wants to smoke? No one. Ricky Smoke says nobody, man. Now throw the V's up. And by the way, everyone's wearing pink. It doesn't seem that way because Jackson Drake doesn't have a shirt, but backstage later on he has pink. So I want to put that out there. I didn't think Bryce was wearing pink. He's wearing a very, 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 very light salmon shirt.
Yeah.
Very light salmon.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Drake says, wait. Listen, chill out for a second. There's a reason why the Vanity Project is out here in their gear, and I'll tell you why, boys. I went to Stevie earlier, and guess what? We talked about it, every single one of you guys, and guess what? Bro. I think I said bro. I set you guys up. Pause for a couple seconds. With an 8-person tag match. That's exactly how it happened. I'm like, it's kind of weird how you said it like that. Zeta was okay with it. Bailey was okay with it. Ricky Smokes was okay with it. Bryce was not. Bryce is like, yo, what the heck? I mean, I gotta what so bring out these dusty ass opponents for me. And then I liked when he said that. Bryce Donovan went to him like, dude, I like that you called him dusty ass. So and all for the A-team comes out. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. The A-team comes out with Tyra May, Draco Knox, Dante Chen, and Super Sean Legacy. EOD, do you remember parts of this match? Give me like 1 minute.
Okay, the parts I remember is the fact that they are kind of the A-team, but not really. But basically, it was really fast paced for the match. Yeah, it wasn't that long, but it was chaotic, and Tyra May Steele was showing her ass off in that match. She was tossing everybody around. I did like the fact that it did start off with, I think it started with Zeta Steele and Tyra May, the Battle of the Steels, so that was pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much what it was about. Just fast paced match. All 4 people. Like for a while, I thought it was like a tornado 8-man tag at one point. But yeah, for the actual moves list and stuff, I think Invincible Man's back. There you go.
I'm back. Okay. It started off with Tyra May, and like you said, Tyra May and Zeta Steele trying to like, oh, I'm the real deal, and then Tyra May is like, well, I'm the real champ. What you want? And then Tyra, like Zeta slapped her, Tyra spiked her back, and then it became the proceedings of Tyra May is Kurt Angle personified. Just throw. She threw Tyra May so like not Tyra May. Tyra May threw Zeta Steele so bad. I feel bad for her twice. Not once, but twice. Draco Knox came in, did a couple splashes, tagged into Sean Legacy. Sean Legacy was doing a lot of character work to Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor. By the way, Brad Baylor to your and I'm saying this respectfully, Brad Baylor's genitals, R.I.P. Because Dante Chen, once he got tagged in, he did 6 atomic drops back to back, and then did a nice little alley-oop atomic drop to Draco Knox. Okay. Brad Baylor with the tan really messed up because if the light's not hitting him right, it looks like his face is burnt from the sun. After a while, they started ganging up on Sean Legacy. Zeta Steele was beating the crap out of Sean Legacy in the corner when the ref wasn't looking. Then once they went to the outside, Tyra May Steele did she didn't even do a jump. Everyone, by the way, Draco Knox got hops. Draco Knox did a tope to the outside. Dante Chen did a Todd thing to the outside. The third guy, who's the third? Oh yeah, Sean Legacy. Yeah, thank you, Legacy. And then Tyra May went to the outside of the ring to the turnbuckle, like to the out, and then jumped on top. Like she was like, I ain't doing no tope stuff. I'm like, wait, are you there, Zayd? Okay, and then jumped on there. Like that was pretty cool. Dante Chen was trying to do the gentle touch to Bryce Donovan, missed it, got it back, did it again. But before that, Tyra May Steele German suplexed Zeta, German suplex Ricky on his damn neck, and Brad Baylor. This is what I mean. Tyra May Steele is a lethal weapon that's gonna get people in trouble in the long run. I'm looking at this like this. This is Kurt Angle and TNA when he was all over the place. I love it. I love it. Wrestling. At the end, Jonte Chen does a gentle touch for the 1, 2, 3. Bryce Donovan, not since Keanu, has been pinned. Now, Robert Stoneisms, I want to put these two things out there. One, at the beginning of the match, Robert Stone said to Vanity Project that there seems that there's no cohesion. At the almost end tail part, he tells Peter Rosenberg, well, you were talking crap about Vanity Project, which he was just agreeing with Robert Stone. You should apologize. And Peter Rosenberg says, I apologize for you being an ass. Respectfully. And he says, like, this is Tubi. What's going on? Can you even do that? Like, it's Tubi. Okay.
You can do a lot on Tubi.
I've seen a person knock out a broom on Tubi. Okay, don't give me that. After that, Vanity Project's in the back. Like, Vanity Project is like, oh, life sucks. And all four, which, by the way, Robert Stone called them the West Coast Avengers. EOD, thoughts and rating of the match. All four shined.
I will, for me, I will give the match an A. I'll just get the rating out. I thought it was an A match. It was like good. And I agree. I think I might have said it before he said it because I'm like, oh, it looked like there was the Avengers. But I'm like, no, it's more like the West Coast Avengers because Marvel comes, it's the Avengers, then it's the West Coast Avengers and everything. Because you had Avenger level people on there, but you had the hardest working man in Evolve, Draco Knox, because you see him every week, but you don't see him every week on NXT and Evolve because he pulls security double duty. And Dante Chen. Tyra May and Shawn Legacy, they're the Avengers and they're the West Coast. So that's how I look at it. But everybody shined, and Tyra May still showed why. Really, she showed why is she on Evolve? Really, she showed like she should be on NXT like already. But I get it. She hasn't had a whole lot of matches. But I mean, to me, she looked like she's good to go like right now to go on. All she probably got to do work on the character work probably. Yeah. Draco Knox, I'm glad that he actually got to wrestle for a change because he's always around. You never see him wrestle anymore. Dante Chen, I still remember the Idris stuff, but I mean, but it was good that they put him on there and everything because when I think y'all were talking about it last week about the faces on Evolve, there really isn't a whole lot of them. So I'm like, okay, it does make sense and everything why he was on the team. But yeah, it was just good. The Vanity Project, they were good together, I believe. And at the end, when Bryce took that pin, they had a shot of Jackson Drake on the outside looking like he was like so surprised that they lost, but he was so disappointed in the fact that it was Bryce Donovan that took the pin. Mm-hmm. So I did like that. They're like kind of foreshadowing stuff. Just his acting was good in that moment of he's like, oh my God, I can't believe this mother like lost this match for us. But yeah, like I said, A match.
Okay. Terrell, your thoughts and rating. Also, after the match, Jackson Drake was just berating Bryce Donovan like a drill instructor until they went to another frame. So, your thoughts on that?
Match, I would definitely have to give the match an A. It was a really good, solid performance between both teams. It was dope seeing the battles of the Steels, Zeta Steel and Tyra May Steel in this match. I'm gonna have to give it to the A team. They did their thing. The Vanity Project, of course, they always do their thing. As far as with the fallout between Jackson Drake and Bryce Donovan, man, I don't know where this is gonna lead to, but it's dang near heart wrenching, as EOD would probably say, to see some tension going on in Vanity Project.
Project Red.
Right, man. But other than that, I think it was a pretty decent match. But Jackson Drake chewing Bryce Donovan out for taking that pin, and that's pretty wild though. Like the way that he was talking to him was crazy. And I could only imagine what was going through Bryce's mind in that moment. Especially with the way EOD talk about him. Man, he probably had voices in his head. Like I said, I'll give the match and that post match a 8.
Okay. All right. TJ?
I get to mention A as well. It was a fun, entertaining match, and the 18 they did everything for sure, and it was really nice to see Draco not in the ring again. So we be seeing him doing a lot of security and stuff the last few weeks, but it's good to see him in the ring. He's doing a little bit better of his skills, but yeah, I'll give the match an A, and the post match yeah, I'll see how that gonna unfold because Bryce. Mm-mm.
I get that. Cardi M, thoughts and rating.
Okay. My thoughts and rating. First of all, one brownie point I will give Vanity Project. They are always color coordinated, and like it's very subtle and thoughtful. So I like that. Um, in terms of the match, yeah, the whole West Coast Avengers thing, I'm here for it. I did like how they all had like an Olympic medal on, and Tyra May still had like the red, white, and blue teeth caps, which looked kind of crazy. But I'm gonna give the match an A. I thought it was awesome, and Dante Chen got to show himself off, which was nice. This definitely was like a Dante Chen show out match. And yeah, I like Well, there's another segment we'll talk about later, so I'll come back to that.
All right. My thoughts on the match. This was actually B plus.
Oh, one thing I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, go on, Cardi.
No, I forgot to mention like Tyra May Steele and her many throws of Zeta Steel.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really the steel versus steel. But yeah. Yeah. So yeah, no, the fact that she threw her like 3 times was impressive. And then she was through all the guys too. I wish I had seen her throw Bryce Donovan. I think
they're about to.
Yeah.
They're about
That'd
to.
be nice to see.
That would be nice to see. All right. Thank you for bringing that up. Ricky's like the reason I give this a B plus, Vanity Projects are millennials, I guess, or Z, whatever they call them, because they have equal rights or equal fights. Ricky Smokes was gonna punch, Tyra in the face. I was like, oh, are we going there? But then and then I love Robert Stone's like, no, she don't want no smoke. She don't want no smoke. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, okay. And then when Tyra May was throwing everybody out, you see Bryce Donovan and he was going to attack. I was like, are you going to do a big again? If Evolve pushes that, like, he looked like she was going to give it the big boot or the black hole slam. I was like, if you're going to give the black hole slam to Tyra, like, you're going to be famous real quick, but you're going to get a lot of hate mail on that same day, bro. Just saying. That's not me though. I'm not giving you hate. I love you guys. But also, this was a good match. Ricky Smokes showing out, Brad Baylor showing out. By the way, it looked like Brad Baylor was hurt because when he would like tag himself out, you see him like slowly go outside and kind of like fake smile and everything else, and he gets like, okay, all right, I hope you're okay. But ultimately, good for them. I want to put that out there. Next up, all right. I'm actually all happy, and then life was drained out of me. Chewy Martinez had a backstage interview with Marcus Mathers and Aaron Rourke. Marcus doesn't care about its gall steadometer behind that very annoying voice. Its gall can go in the ring. They'll admit to that. Rourke says that Jamar Hampton looks like a real-life action figure. Marcus doesn't know how Jamar benefits from being its gall tag partner, but that's none of their concern. Their concern is about getting that dub tonight. Good interview. Moving on. We'll put that out there. Moving on. No, you know what? No. Terrell, thoughts on Aaron Rourke?
we almost had it.
No. I'm not bringing up Chewy. Marcus Mathers and Aaron Rourke promo, sir. No. I kind of want to like not talk about this, but it's connected to that no hat guy. So come on.
So my thoughts on this backstage interview was pretty cool. If you all know Aaron Rourke, that's my guy right there, man. You know what I'm saying? The real life JoJo Bizarre Adventure character himself. Over the top and outrageous. But he has like a laid back tone, so it's pretty cool. Marshall Mathers, they both make a really good team. Honestly and truthfully, they both make a really good team. They're dope with their agility. Marcus kind of put me in the mind of like Rob Van Dam and Brian Kendrick when he was with Paul London.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Because you know when Brian Kendrick started doing the Rockstar stuff, you know, he went a different path with the Rockstar stuff. He was more like a brawler, so to speak. Yeah, he's more like a brawler, like a street brawler type of style. But it was pretty cool to see. As far as, you know, with later on tonight, you know, we'll get to that later. But other than that, they do make a pretty good team. And yeah. Was there to interview them.
You're stoking the fire. CJ, go. I can say it.
Yeah.
I can say it. Try not to. I'm trying not to.
Oh Lord. Well, they seem like a pretty good, decent team together. So we'll see how how they are together, get a moveset together, or a team move or something like that, or get a name for the team. You know, they already kind of got matching gears on, right then. So yeah, it was a pretty good interview.
Okay. EOD, your thoughts on this promo before we get to the next segment? You can say whatever you want because you are a free individual. I think he left. Oh, look at that. He even reclused himself. I get that. All right. He'll come back in a second.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, it did the same. It did the same thing that yours did last time, babe. When we was on his screen just turned black.
Oh yeah, that means the connection like lost for a second. Sometimes like the internet disappears, and StreamYard gives you about 15 to 30 seconds before it cuts off.
Yeah, he should be back. Okay. He should be back.
That's fine. Cardi, your thoughts on Marcus Mathers?
Yours is good, baby. Yours is good, baby.
Yours is perfect.
Yeah, EOD's blacked out.
Yeah. This is the internet drops. It happens. Cardi?
All right. So my thoughts on this match. I'm trying to like replay it mentally. Not
the match. We're talking about the promo of Marcus Mathers and Aaron Rourke backstage with Chewy, talking about it's Jamal.
Oh, no, that was a solid promo. Yeah, I don't know. I'll give it an A. I don't have that many thoughts on it.
Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know what? I'm not even going to put the. I found another podcast crapping on Chewy, but we're not going to talk about that. I'll make a video about that later in my life. Aaron Rourke, I like his style.
Wait, there's a
Dalton Castle.
My bad. There's a podcast dedicated to talking about Chewy.
Not dedicated. It's Wrestling Soup. It's not Wrestling Soup. It's Wrestling Soup with Friends. It's a subdivision of Wrestling Soup. Like all the obscure, independent stuff that no one else talks about. This podcast actually talks about TNA, AAA, LFG, like all that stuff. And I found it on Evolve. I'm like, oh, cool, talk about Evolve. And they talk about it every week. In the place that I went today, I listened to 4 episodes. They only do 1 hour episodes. In the 4 episodes, I heard 29, 28, 27, and 26. 26 and 27 and 29, Chewy came out. And all 3 of those episodes, they said the same thing. Chewy, you got bad hat hair. You either wear a hat or you don't. Your haircut's all messed up. You don't really talk about anything. And I'm like, wow. They must have been my brothers from another place. I love that. Like, there's a community of people that don't like Chewy. And that's not my fault. That's not my fault, sir. I'll send the link to the podcast later. All right. Next up, which I was gonna. I swear to God, I was gonna have the audio. Yes. There we go. Got him. Sorry about the EOD. I got you.
CJ said that her audio went out.
And
Okay.
sorry, my bad. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb until I get a phone call knocks me
right.
out. So,
CJ, pop back out and pop back in, and then try it again. Okay, because your audio's on mine. I got you.
Yeah,
This is the first time it's ever happened.
She said she can't hear.
I can't hear you. Okay, give me a second. Let me try to get you out again. Give me a second.
Yeah, that's weird.
All right.
well, I think I caught the tail end of the Invisible Man's
I didn't rant.
thoughts on the
I
segment.
didn't rant yet. No, I didn't.
No, I just caught the
No,
tail end because I
didn't.
just got back in. So,
Yeah,
I don't know my audio of it. Y'all can hear me?
Here we go.
oh, yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
Now we hear you.
I can hear
Can you
you,
hear
but I
us?
can't hear them.
You can't hear nobody else. You can
Can
hear
you
me.
hear?
Wait, hold on.
This is the life that we live. Okay, can you hear us now?
Can you hear?
Okay, I
can you
hear
hear
y'all
me?
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means I gotta pop in and out. That's fine. Okay. That's fine. I apologize for that. I don't know what happened there either. EOD, you already talked about. Wait, yeah, you popped out. Your thoughts on the promo? Just the promo.
To me, it was okay. It's getting me to know them a little bit better, and because I knew a little bit more about Marcus Maddox because they advertised him a lot more. But Aaron Rourke is like now he's starting to like to speak more. So I'm like, okay, it's good. Learning more about him and like their motivations as a tag team and everything. So yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was what it needed to do. So
I respect that. Like I said, I was telling Terrell before he popped out, like Wrestling Soup has a subdivision podcast called Wrestling Soup and Friend, where they talk about all the other AAA, TNA, Evolve, LFG, and they also have Chewy hate. I put it in the Evolve group chat. I'm like, they talk about every time Chewy comes out, they do not like him, they don't care about him, and I never noticed that he does have hat hair. And it happens if you wear a hat all the time. It kind of like forms your head after a long period of time. There's nothing wrong with that. I used to wear a hat too. Just putting that out there. Again, I have no hate. I have no hate for Chewy at all. Not for this week. He barely said a lot of things. He did a lot of eye things like this. I don't have it on camera, so I'm gonna put my camera off for a second.
I was like, "What's he doing?" Okay.
My bad. But let's get on to the next segment. Next up, we have Carly Bright and Kendall Gray backstage, and I'm just gonna put the clip because it's when you have a logical writer writing logical storylines, you get a logical clip.
Feel good? Yeah, you got it. I mean, I quit match is crazy considering Wendy too doesn't even talk. Dude, look, my armbar can make anyone say I quit. I know. But the girl doesn't speak. You really didn't think this one through, huh, bestie? I mean, you might be right. After she choked me out, you best believe that I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make her say I quit. I know, I'm not doubting you. And I'm your #1 fan, so I'm gonna be out there supporting you. So at this rate, I'm just wondering what she sounds like now. Oh, you want to hear what she sounds like? Well, lucky for you, I'm going to make her say I quit. And if she doesn't want to say it, I'll make her whimper it. All right, sister, calm down. Just don't get too caught up there and showing off, okay? Carly, winning's the game. You'll see. All right. Wait, hold on. Let me see your arm, okay? What? Oh, okay. Save this for Wendy, okay? Not too much.
It's like a vampire the way she said it. Like, just don't give me too. Either way. By the way, it was comedic that Kendall automatically tried to break Carly's good and bad arm, and Carly's like, "Hey, man, don't do that! Stop! Like, just stop being a freaking arm robot. Like, you don't have to." Terrell, your thoughts on the promo and the fact that at that moment, Kendall had no fear. She was on business.
Let's just say she really was not playing. No. She all jokes aside though, she really was about making a statement. She was willing to go the distance it took to make Wendy to talk. We haven't heard her say anything in quite a long time, and that was her goal. Her goal was to get her to say something, and it was going to be, "I quit." So that was her objective. And she just really wanted to show her friend that maybe she could pull this off. She's not afraid. and that she has nothing to be afraid of either. So I'm gonna give it an A. You know what I'm saying? Because she showed a lot of heart. You know what I'm saying in that promo.
Okay, I'll give you that. All right, Cardi.
My thoughts on this promo. This was Carly Bright and Kendall Gray, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I like this one. It was cute. I like the two of them together. And yeah, the whole Kendall instinctively trying to twist her arm was like, all right, chill. But yeah, I liked it. I'll give it an A.
Okay. CJ Whoopi.
Yeah, it was nice for between the two, and talking about how Kendall will say she was trying to get her to get her to say I quit, where Carter's like, dude, she don't talk. So, so Kendall said no matter what, she gonna find a way to make her tap and say I quit. So I like it. So yeah, I'll give it like A.
Okay. EOD.
Yeah, I really liked it too. Maybe a little bit different from what everybody else, because Kendall Gray, she's always kind of serious. I like the fact that Carly was talking, and if you notice the change in her personality from the very first episode till now, she was more kind of like bubbly. I don't want to say ditzy, but like she was more happy-go-lucky, and now she seems like she's more like mature and everything, kind of on Kendall's level and everything. The way she's carrying herself, like, oh, I'm not, like super hugger or anything like that. It's like, oh, I'm an actual professional wrestler, so I'm like, oh, I'm thinking it's kind of foreshadowing like Carly also. So yeah, this was really good. It just shows like, okay, they know what the task at hand is. They know, as far as they know, they've never heard her speak, because it's been a long time since Wendy Chu said anything, and she definitely hasn't said anything on Evolve. So as far as they know, they never heard her speak before. So it's like, okay, this is the task at hand, and she's not scared. She wanted the fighter anyway. So yeah, I like it. I thought it was a pretty good segment and everything.
Hearing everyone's comments on this, I see it as just a clip of foreshadowing that if there's ever a chance where Carly and Kendall have to fight each other, Kendall will go for your arm. Friendship be damned. And that's the part where Carly can either submit and tap or use that ferocity that she has as an advantage. Carly knows how to get out. We saw that against the zombie Wendy Chu. Like, she knows how to get out of holes. But what happens when you fight a person that was undefeated in high school and then keeps telling everybody that, and that can break your arm? And we see later on in the match, she will go to any lengths to break your arm. And I like that. That's something that Thea Hale should learn from Kendall Gray. Like, yeah, you get the arm bars, but like really do some stuff. Great promo though. I want to give that out there. Next up. I haven't got the button yet, so we're just using this one as a substitute, ladies and gentlemen, until I get it better. Tate Wilder, and it says it right here in the Evolve results. Sean Legacy finds Tate Wilder sulking in the background, which is a literal word, sulking. I'm like, oh, Cardi, this is for you.
Oh, Ridge went for a tackle, but he missed. Big knee by Tate. And for the Visible Women, Tate does not have his shirt on. They just start out brawling. So. Go for the pin. Oh no, Ridge is mounting him.
I'll get a better clip. I want to get the first lady swinging, and then Cardi's like, oh, all right, Cardi.
I got nothing to say. What do you?
Oh, okay, okay. You have nothing to say. You love Tate Wilder. I get it. Sean Legacy finds Tate Wilder sulking in the locker room. Sean says that the business is relentless. Pro wrestling is tough. It's a man's game. He says that. Sean tells Tate that he needs to keep that belief. Tate has been knocked down a lot of times in his life, but he's always got back on his feet, so he needs to brush off the loss to Rich Holland. This is just the beginning of Tate's story. It's chapter 1. Sean says that he's not going to let Idris Enofe's smug butt off the hook. They keep bringing up Enofe. I'm going to put that out later. Sean knows that Tate will get another shot at Ridge, but he'll have to change his preparation because the results will remain the same. Sean tells Tate to never let anybody push him around. Ladies and gentlemen, this was earlier today. If not the fact that Cardi M told me that was earlier today, I would have told you, ladies and gentlemen, that Sean Legacy had enough time out of his match to go to the back, take a shower, get dressed, put on a shirt, and then see Tate Wilder after the fact. But no, this is early today. Put that out there. Thank you guys. TJ Wolfie, your thoughts on the Tate Wilder sulking and Sean Legacy telling him it's a man's game?
Well, he might need that, the pep talk. He might need that because, yeah, he need to do something to redeem himself from losing ever since his debut match. So, yeah, he probably need a little good pep talk. You know, he's so good. Like I said, I don't blame him because he's been losing. So, yeah, I like this. At least he gets something from, Sean, one of the top guys involved. So, yeah, it is like, hey.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
He needs some W's. He needs some W's.
He needs some W's. I get that. EOD, your thoughts on this? And think about this as if nothing works out, Tate Wilder goes heel.
Well, for me, I really did like this because one, like CJ was saying, Tate's on a losing streak, but so was Sean Legacy. Sean Legacy's been in his shoes. So now he's kind of winning and everything, and he's like kind of like one of the top guys and everything anyway. So it's like when he's offering advice, it's like, okay, yeah, I've been there before. I know what you're going through. So the pep talk was good. And as the Invisible Man was saying earlier about the earlier today, because we always be talking about the continuity, like he did have enough time to probably go and change and everything. But I like the fact that now you set the precedent, like when you do have stuff like this happen, because sometimes you might have people with different wardrobes on in the same episode. You just put like earlier in the day. That fixes that whole thing and everything. Like if you tape something that Tuesday at NXT to throw on for Wednesday, even though the wrestling is pre-taped, just put earlier in the day and no one blinks an eye. So I like the fact that they did that. And yeah, Tate, I think Tate's gonna be okay, but you are right. Like if he keeps losing and everything, he could turn heel. I don't think it'll happen anytime soon, only because of what y'all was saying when we're looking at. It's like there's not too many faces on the card, like on the men's side right now, or it doesn't seem to be that way. So yeah, but it was really good. I like Sean Legacy with the pep talk and from experience and everything. So it's not like he's blowing smoke up his tail and everything like that. So
okay, I respect that. Terrell?
Yeah, the pep talk was probably definitely needed for Tate Wilder because, Sean Legacy was the perfect person to, give the pep talk to Tate Wilder. And yeah, Tate needs some wins. As far as on the heel turn, I'm not sure if that's going to be anytime soon. How would a heel turn look for Tate Wilder? I think he'll be able to pull it off. I really think he'll be able to pull it off, honestly and truthfully. And yeah, man, Sean Legacy, he learned some things, trying to be a locker room leader, just like good old E of Excellence, Mr. Inofe, but keep his name out your mouth, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Keep his name out your mouth.
Yeah. I have to respect. Cardi, your thoughts on this promo? The man that you might love if you don't marry me is sad.
I wish I could show you like the evil chin stroke thing he was doing, which does tell me he's acting like a heel.
Thank you.
I thought it was cute. Sean Legacy is playing the mentor and Tate Wilder the mentee, and I don't mind it. I'm here for it.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing that up, Cardi M. The fact that who left? Terrell left. He'll come back. At the end he did this nice little like chin strap thing. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on about that. It's kind of weird. Ladies and gentlemen, Terrell will come back. And two, this could be again. If this is chapter 1, he could be on a winning streak and then lose, maybe in a tag match with Sean Legacy. Chapter 2 could be the betrayal, where he betrays Sean Legacy and goes down a path because he realizes, like, I'm not going to win. And you can even do the evil mentor thing where Idris helps Tate. Like, hey, I can help you. Like I'm the excellence, and I can make you excellent like me. You just got to be my bag boy for the next like 2 or 3 months, and like well, again that could work. You could do a nice little like Christian Kyle Fletcher type of thing in the background. But other than that, happy for them. Tate Wilder's getting boring for me, so you need to step it up. Someone in another podcast, someone said it best. Like he's on the in between of being like a normal person and a wrestler. His body is not really there yet. He has the moves of a wrestler, but he doesn't have the charisma of a wrestler, and just stuff like that. So I'm like, all right, that's fine. Next up, when I say next up, ladies and gentlemen, I say next up. Let's press that button. All right, Aaron Work and Marcus Mathers versus It's Gall and Jamal. And Faria Terrell popping back in. Hello, sir.
Yes, CJ was saying that she couldn't hear me.
Oh, that's fine. I hear you now. Perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay. We just started this off. Mr. EOD saw this live. I saw this like 5 minutes after you. Aaron Rourke, and Marcus Mathers comes out. Aaron Rourke very flamboyant. Marcus Mathers just they call and by the way, Terrell, they call him the Philly Phoenix.
Okay.
Most of his moves are Phoenix based. I'm like, okay, you do a lot of Phoenix stuff. Like I get it. Put that out there. Aaron Rourke has been compared to Dalton Castle, but like I said before in the chat, it's more like slap based. He does a lot of slaps. Then Jamar Hampton and It's Gall come out, and they only show that their upper body, and they're both flexing. And then you see that they're kind of like rotating. And I'm like, oh, cool, they got a rotating thing. And EOD was watching this live, and you can I'll say this in a second. They're rotating, and then when they go to the ring, the camera pans down, and there's no rotating table. I'm like, wait a minute. So that means they were just like synchronizing walking. So I was like, oh, cool, that's awesome. They get into the ring. It's Gall again. The thing starts off. It's Gall showing off against Aaron Rourke. They tag in the Marcus. Marcus Mathers was doing a lot of mystery kicks, Phoenix kicks, tope to the outside. Marcus Mathers at one point did a tope to the outside, and this leg hit Jamar Hampton's face. Just dead in the face. I saw that 4 times. I'm like, wow, that face is just. Before that, once It's Gall and Jamar Hampton came in as a tag team, they did the double push-ups on the body. They weren't even trying to pin people. They were really showing off. You know, playing the double push-ups to the body, double elbow to the body. At one point, and I don't remember who did this. I think it actually was Montez Ford and Dawkins did this back in NXT, where you grab the body like this, and then the person would do like a leapfrog over you, and he did it. And the fact that they brought up that Jamar Hampton's like almost the same weight as Keanu Carver, almost 300 pounds, and he jumped on Aaron Rourke's back, which he sold. When Jamar Hampton was doing like the collar tie up like this to Aaron Rourke, Aaron Rourke pushed him to the ropes to see if he can get loose. And I thought It's Gall tagged Jamar. No, It's Gall slapped Aaron Rourke in the back of the head. And the ref's like, oh, hey, I thought I tagged him. I thought I tagged my partner. My bad. I'm like, you're being dicks. I like this. When Jamar Hampton was tagged in, Aaron Rourke was in the corner next to Mark, and the other side of the corner with Marcus Mathers, and Jamar's like, come on, go tag your partner. Go on. Come on, do it. Come on, I'll let you do it. I'm like, you're being a dick. I like you, Jamar. But in the end, Marcus Mathers is on the outside. Aaron Rourke is going to get to the top rope. It's Gall grabs Marcus, throws him to the corners of the outside turnbuckle. It's Aaron Rourke freaking gets distracted, which Robert Stone's like, hey, why are you focusing on your tag partner? You're the legal person. Focus on the ring. They didn't. Then Jamal and It's Gall grabbed them and did the dummy drop for the 1, 2, 3. Now, before we get the ratings, ladies and gentlemen, 2 things happened. 3 things actually. One, Robert Stone said that they are Mint. I had to hear this 4 times, and it was an acronym. And this could be a tag team name for them. Mint for Robert Stone is muscular, intelligent, natural talent, which Jamar's intelligent, Jamar's muscular, Jamar's natural talent. Its Gall is muscular. And anyway, no, wait. It's natural talent. Like I've seen his workout. Sometimes he just eats broccoli and something else. Like he chugs down. He'll take a whole spoonful of protein powder and just eat it like it's nothing. I'm like, okay, you know what? That is a man of dedication. When he's 60, his body will just be like muscular, but like lizard skin, just like nothing there. 2 clips, and then second thing I want to say, let's hear why Peter Rosenberg, and I love that Terrell brought this up in a clip. Peter Rosenberg is being a biased little bee.
I'm not impressed.
You're not impressed? Oh, I know exactly why you're not impressed.
And I'll tell you why I'm most disappointed is because Jamar Hampton had my favorite pop in all of Evolve, and they decided to start his music and then cut to It's Gal's stupid song.
Well, let me tell you something. Gal's fitness tips have given Jamar more reps.
So I'll put that out there. Then they bring up the studometer, which I love this part. Let's see themselves. Here we go. Oh, wait, no, gotta fix. This thing is so sensitive today. Here we go.
More reps. And since these two have been together, I mean, do you follow It's Gal on Instagram? I'm pretty sure you know what the studometer is. And Aaron Rourke and Marcus Mathers combined got a 5.5 on the studometer, which sounds horrible, but I believe they gave you a 0. Am I right?
I think I got a 1.
I got a 10.
Now, addendum. Robert Stone has not been on a studometer. Robert Stone, in passing of a sentence, said that since you're hanging out with Robert Stone, who is a perfect 10 in my eyes, you are deducted to 1.5. Therefore, until he does a studometer, Robert Stone is delusional. Sorry, bro, you're not a 10. There's no way he'll give you a 10. There's no way he'll even give the Ultimate Warrior a 10 in the 90s. That's peaks on mountains on peaks. Like, there's no way. Big Papa Pump, he won't even give a 10. And he's scared to even say his name because at 50 years old, he'd kick his ass. All right? Talking about me. But I want to put that out there. It was a really good showing. Peter Rosenberg does not like this tag team at all. EOD, thoughts and rating of this unicorn in a bottle?
Well, for me, Evolve really, I think they've had the best tag team debut on the show. They build them up properly, gave them a little vignette, and so when they debuted, we all knew pretty much everything about them. So I did like the fact that they did that. And the match itself was really good. Like Aaron Rourke and Marcus Mathers were really, really good. And this was like Gal's and Jamar's first tag team outing. And besides the match and everything, I'll go ahead and say some stuff. A lot of stuff that we've kind of been saying, they were saying during the match, which was actually kind of cool and everything. It was like the action figure, like Vince McMahon was always saying Jamar looks like a real life action figure. I think I was saying, I think their tag name should just be like the action figures or something like that. Yep. So it was kind of cool that a lot of things that we were saying here and there, it's like kind of was being injected into the match, which was nice. By coincidence or whatever, it doesn't really matter because I don't care. I just like it. I like the product. So the W drop, and to me, it's Gal and Jamar is giving New Day when they first debuted. Remember how everybody was booing the New Day? Yeah. And Kofi was a part of New Day, so they were booing Kofi, but they weren't really booing Kofi. He just happened to be part of the group. That's what it feels like with Jamar. It's like, yeah, Rosenberg doesn't like the group together more so because he's disappointed in Jamar is what it's Gal and everything. But they make a good tag team. And Jamar's athletic. When he jumped over it's Gal, like he jumped over him. Yep. Not like he jumped over this man like clean. And I think at one point, he did a drop kick. And I think he it almost looked like he was going to miss him because he went so high. It looked like he was going to go over him with the drop kick. But yeah, it was really impressive. They were being like real heels and everything. Cocky, taunting them during the match. I thought it was great. I thought it was a perfect debut, and the right team won, and I give it an A. So,
Okay.
and Mathers and Rourke, y'all did really, really well. Y'all did really, really well. So.
Yeah, but we always need a tag team to lose constantly. There's 5 tag teams in Evolve. One of them has to lose to fill up the ranks, and I don't like that Rourke and Mathers might be the ones to do it. It ain't gonna be Drip. It ain't gonna be the action figures. It ain't gonna be Diesel 1 and 2, and then possibly could be Swipe Right, but it's always gonna be 50-50 both teams. Terrell, thoughts and rating of the action figures or Mint, either way.
It was everything that we expected it to be. You know, they built it up. They built up with it. They had a storyline with it. They had the vignettes, the backstage segments, even including with social media. You know what I'm saying? With the social media platforms, they was even doing stuff outside of just entertainment alone. And it was one of the best build-ups I've seen in a long time when it came to a tag team. And we was just talking about this earlier with the family, with some of the members of the family, how they're failing tag team in the main card tag team division. Mint is definitely dope. I have to give them that. So the match I have to give, I give it. I'm definitely gonna have to give it an A. The Philly Phoenix, they was pretty, they was dope too. You know what I'm saying? They got good chemistry. The back and forth between the teams was absolutely amazing. But I feel like they made the right call with having Mint win. Having Isgal and Jamar win was the best move, honestly and truthfully, because like I said, they built them up into a win. It's like if they would have lost, it would have been kind of disappointing. It was almost to like it would have been the same exact. It would have been the same feeling if they would have lost. It's how they was building up Giovanni Da Vinci. Remember how they was building him up?
Oh yeah.
And then when he had his first match, he had a squash. He lost in a squash match. It wasn't even. No, I can't even say it was a squash match. It wasn't a squash match. It wasn't even a match.
No.
He just got it in a roll
was just
up.
3 seconds. 3 seconds.
So yeah, he just got rolled up, and that's why I try to tell people I decipher between the squash match. The squash match is when you get in the life beat out of you and then you lose, versus just a quick match. It was basically a quick match, but if they would have lost, I probably would have been disappointed. But they made the right move. Robert Stone, stay off the crack, bro. Stay off the crack. And also too, Mr. Invisible, Alex.
Yes.
Isgal is intelligent. He's just he's an intelligent jerk. Okay.
I can counter that, and I'm waiting for you to finish that sentence because we have an episode where the clip was where he said, "Oh, it's CGI, AI, what are those eyes?" Like, oh God.
Okay. He's an overthinker. He overthinks it.
Oh, he understands that. He understands the assignment now. He calls his ab. These are not CGI. Okay. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I get that. CJ Wolfie, thoughts and rating of the match.
I liked it, and I like the presentation they did. We're really with both of them, but mostly with It's God's Mark. I love they had brought this together and made this team how like there's some guy coming here and there, and the BX and stuff. So they did a good build up with them. And the match, they did pretty good to get teaming together. They did some pretty good team moves and stuff, and yeah. And Marcus Mathers and Lord, guys name.
Aaron Rourke.
Aaron Rourke, yeah. they were really good together too. So I wouldn't mind seeing them being still the tag team. So they did pretty good together. And so I rate this. Hey, I really like this match. And the finisher, like for Jamar and his goal, was just hilarious. But it's something.
It's quite beautiful. The dummy drop. They should have a secondary one in the future. I don't know how they're gonna do a secondary one, but we'll work that out. Cardi M, your thoughts and rating of the match?
My thoughts on this match. Both tag teams are really good. I agree that Mint should have won just because it was their debut. But yeah, I mean, Aaron Rourke and Marcus Mathers are really good together. They're both like individual standout like athletes. You know, Aaron Rourke is his athleticism, and then Marcus Mathers with the kicks, honestly, and the flips. But yeah, I liked Itzgal and Jamar Hampton in this match too. I thought like the Jim Bro vibe was a little strange to see on Jamar Hampton, but the two of them together works when you like combine. They're just like two friends that have totally different like interests and personalities, and when you combine them, they become like Ultra Instinct or something. I don't know, but yeah, I liked it. I give it an A+.
Okay. First off, I love you, and I love that you love Dragon Ball Super, but don't ever compare them to the UI. Thank you.
Ultra Instinct.
Thank you. Argument. Second. Okay, I should mute you right now. I swear to God, I love you. Two.
So, what are you gonna do?
I love that you think I'm not all powerful. And goodbye. Anyway, I will say this. I'll bring her back once I'm done. This match was awesome. Peter Rosenberg was treating Jamar Hampton like he left the hood and went to the suburbs and found a friend, and you're not supposed to hang out with that friend because he's white. I'm like, no, don't treat him like that, dude. It's not that bad. Okay, he's from a cul-de-sac. He didn't know any better. He grew up that way. But leave him alone. I get that. By the way, post match, Itzgal gave Jamar the glasses, so I love that. Like, this cockiness has to keep growing and growing and growing to the point that, like, it's so annoying that even Robert Stone's like, this is just so annoying. I'm tired of this. Like, it's too much. But I love calling them the action figures. We named them ourselves. But thinking of the word mint as a shirt works. It works. There's the Sugar Boys. There's the Dudley Boys. There's the Briscoes. There's the Young Bucks. But mint with two guys that can physically back it up. That's the way to go. I'll put that out there. And welcome back, right now.
Yeah, I was actually kind of saying, like, I didn't know Mint was actually an acronym for anything. Like, I mean, it's kind of cool that they did that. And also the Bobby Roode turn thing, because Evolve doesn't have the budget for it right now. When you get to NXT, give them the Bobby Roode little spin thing for the entrance, and that'll be perfect. So
yeah, I'll give it that.
Yes.
Give it that. Yes.
Also,
ain't that expensive. Go on.
Yeah, they're really not that expensive. And I was also going to say too, I'm ready for them to have not really a new age outlaw type of feel to them, but I mean, they're not gonna they're not probably gonna let them push the boundaries of new age outlaws. But man, I'm just ready to see them be on like some straight up.
You got some outrunner feel to them.
Yeah, more like that as well. But I just want them to be like the guys that everybody in the locker room just despise of. Like, man, I'm ready for that type of energy. I'm ready for them to have that type of energy for real. I think Mint is going to be great.
They can play before we continue. They have something so magical here because again, it's called bring the studometer to Evolve, right? In order for them to find tag teams or find people that like they hate on, he can just like, let's say, for example, right? Draco Knox goes to his locker room, right? And then he sees a note saying that, hello, this is Gall. I'm like, okay, and you open up the letter, and I'm like, yeah, you've been studometered. You got a 5. And then that can lead up like, what the hell? And then he can go find a tag partner to go fight Jamar. Again, you can bring this to the main roster. It's Gall popping out of nowhere. It was Seth Rollins. You're peaking or peak, but your wife is a lot more better. I give you a 7, and like that can bring up again things in the future. The fact that you can hate on people and give them numbers and then and again, it's Gall is very intelligent in this. He'll give you the logical reason why you suck in facts, muscles, creatine levels, haircut, tans, and you can't say anything about it.
The haircut is wild.
This guy's a Pokemon master. You can't mess with that, bro. All right? I'll put that out there. All right, so we go. I love our show. All right, TJ, what are you going to do? All right.
He pointed
TJ?
Quit running.
She's almost there. She's back.
I gotta do it.
Anyway. After that, let's see. Oh, okay. That's it. Okay, backstage. BP are scolding Bryce Donovan like if it was a mom that caught his son stealing in Walmart. And he can't go back to that local Walmart anymore. I've seen that, ladies and gentlemen. It's a sad tale. There and then I love that Bryce Donovan brings this up. It's like, oh, when I win, no one's saying anything, but when I lose, everyone's blaming me, right? He's like, and then Bright and Ricky Smokes and Stata feels like, oh crap. But when Bryce Donovan went straight up to Jackson Drake, oh, you want me to be an enforcer? Okay, I'm gonna show you what an enforcer really does, and then he leaves. And then everyone gives the same look, like if the teacher tried to explain you a lesson and you did not understand the whole thing. He gave you 20 minutes with visuals, and you're like, huh? These up? EOD, thoughts on this?
Yeah, it looked like it's about to really happen now. The breakup of the Vandy Project, but it looked like mom and dad had an argument in front of the kids, and it was Vandy Project doesn't. Well, obviously they're all siding with Drake right now, but Bryce had a really good point and everything. Like when he wins, like okay, but when he loses, it's all his fault. Like the Vandy Project individual as a whole hasn't lost before, but it's all on him. So now they're trying to make it seem like, and he also put up the point that he helps them win. So it's not like it's just him winning. He helps them win, like he helped Drake win, even though Drake didn't ask for his help, but he did. So I guess we'll never know if he would have won that match without him. But yeah, when Bryce got up in that man's grill, I was like, oh yeah, you're not coming back from this one. I don't care what kind of V's y'all throw up now. You might throw up a V and everything, but from this day on forward, Drake has it out for you. I don't know how he's going to do it, but he has it out for you. And who's going to get to who first? Is Bryce going to get to Drake first, or is Drake going to get to Bryce Donovan first? I don't know. And the Vandy Project's like, oh yeah, what was that supposed to be? And like, y'all know exactly what that means. But they're the kids and everything. The two adults are arguing. The divorce is about to happen. But I thought it was really good. So they're slowly bringing this storyline in. Who knows? Maybe Bryce might be the next, somehow, some way, might get a next shot at the title. Who knows? Okay. But yeah.
I get that. Terrell, your thoughts, and then CJ Wolfie.
Yeah, man, we seen it unfold, man. We're seeing the tension between Bryce Donovan and Jackson Drake literally grow. You know what I'm saying? And it's wild, honestly and truthfully, because like I said, man, that's that theory. Bryce Donovan is literally, for some odd reason, Bryce Donovan has some type of like magnetic draw to Jackson Drake to make him feel threatened for some odd reason. We don't know what it could be, but for some odd reason, Jackson Drake is literally showing that he has animosity towards Bryce Donovan. That is wild. Like the team lost, and he literally went after Bryce Donovan as if he was just like the problem, the end all be all problem. Like, no, the team should have been looking out for him. Like, what was his help? Where was his help at? No, I'm playing. But no, I think we really finna see something. I think we're really finna see something with these two. But yeah, man, EOD's question is valid. Who's gonna attack who first? Is Bryce gonna attack Jackson first, or is Jackson gonna attack Bryce first?
Mm-hmm.
That's the
weird
question.
thing about that. That's the weird thing about that. CD Wolf, your thoughts?
Oh, what is about? What is about again?
Backstage, Vanity Project, where all blame on Bryce Donovan. Bryce Donovan brings up logic, saying that when I win, no one says anything. When I lose, everyone blames me. He tells Bryce Donovan, he tells Jackson Drake, "You want an enforcer? I'll show you an enforcer," and then he walks away. We don't know what that means. But
Yeah.
that's what he said.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. He said that, but it didn't show anything at the end of the show. I thought they were gonna show something right after the main event, which is kind of eerie. Like, I wonder, like, what was he doing? What? Because they were thinking it too. Like, what he mean by that? Like, it's kind of crazy. So I'm kind of looking forward to see what he think about doing. Like, as an enforcer, what he gonna enforce to do next week. So I'm looking forward to see what he's gonna do.
Okay, I'll give you that. I got unmute it. Cardi, your thoughts on this promo?
Okay, so I'm gonna respond to Terrell real quick. Sorry. Why?
You're choppy up.
Okay. The reason that do I sound okay?
Yeah, go stay right there.
Sorry. The reason that Jackson Drake acts the way he does towards Bryce Donovan, he's shown time and time again he like is a tyrant basically, and he has like authority complex, and he's gradually become an asshole basically. And Bryce Donovan threatens that authority in some way, in like very undermining ways, and that's the thing. Like, is Bryce Donovan doing it intentionally, or does he not realize how undermining he's being? But yeah, that's the thing. Like, it is very, there is this power dynamic between the two of them. So the match is going to be interesting. Very interesting.
Thank you. Before we get to the main event, this is kind of scary for me to say this. In terms of Bryce, we don't know what Bryce is going to do. We don't know what he's going to enforce. We don't know when the next match of Jackson Drake's going to be. So it's not like next week Jackson Drake's going to have a match. Like, no, it's going to be a point where is he going to pop out of nowhere and kind of do like a Samoa Joe, where if Swipe Right has a tag team, he just comes out and starts beating the crap out of everybody? Or if Zeta Steel has a match, he'll come out so that Zeta Steel gets disqualified. If it comes to a point where I'm just doing what the hell I want, I don't care. You want me to enforce? I'm going to enforce everything. Go on, Terrell.
So basically, this would be like The Rock when he dethroned Farouk in the Nation of Domination and made it his own thing, like made it in his image.
Yeah. Yeah. He can.
I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. This could also be a situation where Bryce Donovan in the back talks to specific people and piss them off enough to attack VP completely. Talks to the tag team, talks to women, talks to somebody, just like really, and be like, okay, boom, I can help you, but why should I help you? Because I'm an enforcer, right? You don't think I can win? Go on, Yodi.
I was gonna say, I was thinking it more like kind of like the Triple H DX, where you had X-Pac when they were fighting over that IC belt, sort of, kind of. It's like Swipe Right, they're more focused as a tag team. They're no threat to Jackson Drake for singles gold to them because they're focused being a tag team. Bryce is a singles competitor, and I think he's threatened by Bryce a little bit, and now Bryce is starting to put his chest out, start talking with more bass in his voice now, and he has been undermining him ever so slightly for weeks now. And to think that Jackson has not noticed it is crazy. He's noticed it and everything, and it's been little subtle things here and there. Yeah, he helps him out, but he also does little things to kind of undermine his authority and the group cohesion. And like I said, at the end of the day, they're supposed to be like the rich kids or whatever. He was more the hired help that's part of the group, so they're not on an equal footing. So he always looks at Bryce as the help more than anything else. And yeah, it's just starting to come to a head now, and we don't know what's gonna happen. So yeah, that's how I look at it. Like when I think it was like The Rock had the Nation DX Wars, and they all were fighting over the IC belt, The Rock and Triple H mainly. But sometimes X Pac was part of it too, and they had one triple threat match where The Rock walked out.
Yeah.
The triple threat match, and Triple H and X Pac were beating the hell out of each other. Count out because belt doesn't change hands on count out. The Rock was just at the top of the ring, like so. I think something like that kind of dynamic's gonna happen.
Come back. Okay, I get that.
Yeah, she said the only person. Yeah, she said the only person she can hear is Alex. She can't hear nobody else.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
The streams kind of get weird. He'll pop up again. It's okay.
Yeah, they might be doing an update.
I think so too. All right. I'm not gonna get to the main event yet because I want to talk about this week's Studometer. I'll put that out there. I have to wait till CJ movie comes back so we can try again. Bryce Donovan doing this is again. I want to see him do something. I kind of see him being the champion in the future, sneakily, because again, that's his style. He does things like in the sneak. He doesn't do things in your face. He always trying to one up somebody mentally. So I appreciate that, but like by the way, Zeta Steel is just dumb. I don't like when she said, "Oh, I can't even show my face on Instagram." You don't have to show your face on Instagram. It's a phone.
Oh, they're young. No, but they're young. They don't know how not to be on Instagram and stuff like that. Like my students are like the same way. I'm like, you don't have to be on social media, but they don't know that.
I can't show my face on Snapchat again. You never have to show your face on Snapchat. You know
welcome back.
Okay, hey, get that audio straightened out. I couldn't hear none of y'all except Alex.
Oh, so that's okay. My apologies on that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, going to the main event. It's time. If you're weak and frail or looking pale, it's time to get tan and attacked and getting jacked. It's time for this week's Studometer.
Listen up, dummies. It's Gal got the Studometer fired up and ready to rank. And today on the stud menu, drumroll please, Jamar Hampton. That's gonna be an easy one. Listen, when I first met the dude, I was positive he's a complete dummy. No dummy. But then I pull up to the PC to work out and I see his name at the top of every record they have on that gym wall. It's safe to say the stud stats are through the roof. Now listen, Jamar is a genetic freak. We're talking peaks upon peaks. Peak on top of a peak. The dude has a drop kick that will knock you out at a pretty ferocious pace. Final verdict, Jamar Hampton gets a 9.8 on the Studometer. Now listen, that's exactly why I chose him to be my tag team partner. I'm a smart dude. You take his ferocious 9.8, my sensational 10, you get a 19.8 on the Studometer, bro. And tonight, Evolve, live on Tubi, we take on a team that has a total of 5.5. Aaron work, light work, huge dork, and Marcus Mathers. And it's safe to say that when you're in mint condition, there is no competition. Live on Tubi tonight. Oh yeah.
Did this man invent gall math? Is that what I just saw? I always wait to watch it here, so I have to wait days to see this. So
yeah, every time I see it come on, every time I see it come on my timeline, I literally just log out of IG.
Yeah, now I can repost it. Now I always wait till I see it on here first to get a good reaction.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys waiting until Sunday.
I wait.
It's clockwork for me. Wednesdays at 12 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. You see it's called on Instagram. Check them out. Let's talk about this before we get to the main event. Now, we have this recorded from last episode. He gave him a 10. Then on the Study Media, we gave him a 9.8. Jamar Hampton on Instagram is like, what the hell? Why the hell I got a 9.8? It's called responded on Instagram saying, because you ain't got no ring gear. You ain't got no new. If you get new ring gear, then we'll get you into a 10. So it's just it's a probation period, ladies and gentlemen. Get some new ring gear, gets to a 10. I want to put that out there. Now, he is the only highest person to be next to a 10. We talked about this. Matt Cardona is an 8. Jackson Drake is a 7, something like an 8, something like that, 7. And as you saw, Peter Rosenberg is 1.5. But there's a whole big number in the middle. There's a whole big gap that we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. I suggested Robert Stone. Robert Stone, I'm going to clip this. You are not going to get a 10. You are not going to get a 9.8. You are not going to get a 9.5. You're not even going to get an 8.9. At best, you'll get an 8.1. Because he'll probably say that your kids are not tanned and jacked and ready to attack. I'm just saying. Everyone around your bubble has to be tanned and jacked and ready to attack. If not, that's how it is, bro. Sorry. And if he brings up the fact that you got married twice to the same woman and that you never answered that brings up deductions. Like, hey, bro, watch out for the IRS. The dummy. I'm like, all right, we'll put that out there. But let's go to EOD. Your thoughts on this and the fact that it went from 10 to 9.8.
It makes sense. At first I was surprised they gave him a 10 in the first place, because to me it was like, it's kind of like Star Trek fans in here. You got the warp stuff. No one actually gets the 10. You get to 9.9999, but you don't actually get the warp 10 and everything. That just shows my nerd and everything. So I thought so when he gave him a 10, I was like, okay, that's weird. You could have gave him like a really high 9. Or when he said the 10, maybe he was just rounding up to be nice and everything, But yeah, but I like the Stuttle media. I'm glad that he did it on the debut of their tag team and also promoted Evolve at the same time for the night. So that was good. And on Robert Stone, we do not take Robert Stone's slander over here and everything. But is a pretty good. That's a pretty good story, Robert. I mean, if Jamar's a 9, I mean, you got to be realistic and everything. You're not going to beat Jamar. So yeah. So that's all I got to say about that. The Stuttle media is always funny, and I can't wait to see what the next one's going to be. So
okay, I have a question for Terrell. Your thoughts on thoughts on this promo, but the fact that will Robert Stone beat Matt Cardona in the Stuttle-meter? That's a better question to ask right there, bro. And it's called like idol.
Okay, so the Stuttle-meter was definitely entertaining. It's always entertaining. There's no dull moment when it comes to the Stuttle-meter.
No.
So as far as in ranking Jamar the way that he did, I also thought that too. Like, yeah, Jamar needs, he needs some new gear. You know what I'm saying? He needs some new ring gear. Probably have them color coordinated, maybe, or maybe they, get some new gear together. It'll be pretty dope to see. But as far as with Robert Stone, I don't see Robert Stone beating Matt Cardona. But Robert Stone is he's in decent shape though. From the last time I checked, he's in pretty decent shape. I could be wrong.
He is ripped.
He's in CrossFit shape, dude. Robert Stone's in CrossFit shape. That's what he's. That's what he is.
Yeah.
Like Titan Games, like he can do all that. So.
Wait, I don't know. It might be pretty close, but see, the thing is with that, I think. I don't know, man. I don't know because like I said, he could possibly beat Matt Cardona, but I don't know.
And he's suit man, so he's always sharp. He's always sharp. So
he's definitely always sharp.
So his muscles might not be as big as Cardona anymore, but everything else is like maybe he's got a good chance. Got a good chance.
Yeah,
that could be deductions. Remember, like It's Gall wants peaks on peaks, and Robert Stone has muscle. He has the tone. He has a CrossFit body, but he doesn't have the muscular. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna break doors with these elbows. Like that's what I mean. Like Matt Cardona is bulkier than Robert Stone. We can all agree on that. But again, he got deductions because he bleeds all the time. He has toys. He doesn't take care of his wife Chelsea Green. His words, not mine. So Robert Stone got a wife that married twice under legal reasons, and that has beautiful kids, and that for some weird reason has a like a deep freezer as a kind of like a bath. I see his Instagram, and he has like a little small pool, and then he goes inside his deep freezer full of water and kind of like chills out there for a little bit. I get it. And you take care of your kids and you love your kids. I love that. And you have twins. I love that. He's not giving you. He'll give you a 7, bro. He loves.
See, that's why I said the Titan game might be the thing where he doesn't look like he can rip down walls, but the Titan game stuff, the other muscle groups that's the thing that I might maybe that might tip in his favor. Like, okay, you're not going through a wall, but you can do everything else, or whatever that maybe Cardona couldn't do because you're strong, like you could pick things up and everything, but can you that's all. Okay. But he might still not give him because he likes him, so he likes him more. So he's close. It's close. He'll be close.
Question for CJ Wolfie: will he pass Mark Cardona? And bringing up the fact that Robert Stone has lost more matches in NXT in history. His words. Put that. Remember, It's Gall is going to check everything, stats, wrestling, everything is on the table with the Studometer.
Yeah, that might be a deductible on him too as well with lost stuff. But yeah, Robert Stone had a pretty good tone about it right now. So and he did used to have bit muscles and that. So he might. I'll say he can probably get like just a little bit below right down Matt Cardona. Just by a little bit. Not too far, but just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit.
I can see
but
that.
The Studometer, just a little bit. But the Studometer was hilarious as always. And I can't wait to see what you're going to do on the next one too.
Okay. Before we get to Cardi, we could have a whole podcast on the Studometer alone, guys. We can literally do like football predictions and stuff on this. This is ridiculous. I'm thinking about this like, no, we're not doing that. Cardi, your thoughts on the Studometer, and will Robert Stone, if he picks Robert Stone in the next week, beat Matt Cardona, who has an 8, like an 8 something?
This is no slander to Robert Stone, but I know that he's going to beat Matt Cardona. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. The Studometer, half the time I forget to watch it, but the times I do watch it, it's like just cringe enough that it makes me laugh. So yes, I'll give it a good plus. But yeah, keep going, let's go, and we need everybody to like recommend people for him to do on the Studometer because we could really go there. But yeah.
All right, thank you for that. Here's the fact that I want to say too. Like, I love that It's Gall is kind of smart too. He didn't give Jamar Hampton the Zach Morris haircut. Like, it just wouldn't work. I'll put that out there. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it like that. Like, I respect you, It's Gall, for that. I'm like, you know what?
Man, when he did Cappuccino Jones, that was wild.
Man, damn, so that was hilarious.
He didn't deserve that. I wish there was a live reaction somewhere in this world where he saw that, like, what the?
Oh.
He probably.
But no, have you ever seen the have you ever seen like the little vignette? I think Cappuccino Jones had worked on himself. He was basically Stone Cold Steve Austin, like just wreaking havoc backstage, just beating up people. But instead of having a beer in his hand, he had
oh my god,
a cappuccino.
I may have seen that.
Yeah, he was going off of pure adrenaline. It's on his IG.
That was hilarious.
Oh my god. See, that's the point too. Like
he was pretty dope. He had the vest on. He had the vest on. He had the boots. He had the jeans, like the baggy jeans. It was so freaking dope. Like, I was like, dude, he's literally Stone Cold with coffee.
Wrestling
that could be a gimmick switch. That could be a gimmick switch for Cappuccino down the line, man.
No, it could. It could.
Ice cappuccino. You don't want to be throwing no hot coffee.
Ice cappuccino. Ice cappuccino.
You want to be doing hot coffee.
That's what I was saying. Those are lawsuits that can happen, bro. Real quick. Go on, Cardi. You're a coffee enthusiast.
No, I said that would be cold, no pun intended, if they stole the ice gimmick. Now the Ice Williams is gone.
Ooh,
yeah.
that's cold-blooded, girl. That's why you got to talk
Oh,
about
and I
that
got a
early.
question. I got a question about that. When we do talk about Jordan Oasis and stuff, I got a question about that
Yeah,
too.
go on.
I was gonna ask the group. No, just when we talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna wait till when we talk about Jordan Oasis to ask the question.
Okay, remember that real quick. We're gonna get to the main event now. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had only 2 gimmick matches on the show. 2. We've had Last Woman Standing. No, actually 4. Let's say like that. 4. We've had the Eliminator match. We've had the Fatal 4-Way. Mm-hmm. We've had the Last Woman Standing, and this is the 4th gimmick, I Quit match. Everyone from Carly to Peter to Robert Stone say the same thing. How are you gonna have an I Quit match with a woman that never talks? How is this gonna happen? How is this going to work? So I'm gonna put that out there. In the beginning of the match, before the match even started, Kendall comes out, boom. Blake Howard, which again, ladies and gentlemen, now we know that Robert Stone and Peter Rosenberg are actually there live watching the I Quit match and watching the matches and doing this live. I thought they were just doing the pre-recording stuff like Jim Ross did in Japan. But no, they're actually there. Wendy Chu comes out. They do the whole announcements. This is Kendall Gray. This is Wendy Chu. The second Wendy Chu. This is Wendy Chu. Kendall Gray became her inner city thug and said, on sight, part of my language, motherfucker, and attacked Wendy from behind. Blake Howard ran away like she owed money, and everyone left. Ring the bell. Bing, bing, bing. Match started off great where Kendall was on top of Wendy. Wendy was on top of Kendall. I don't even need my notes for this. This is an awesome match. At a certain point, Wendy pushes Kendall to the outside. Wendy tries to slide in. Apologize for that. Wendy tries to slide out to the outside of the ring. Kendall uses the apron as a nice little cover, slid her in there and just beating the crap out of her. Wendy disappeared for a little bit. Kendall was trying to find her. Oh, which then reminded me of Scary Movie. I'm like, you're really trying to act like that woman for Scary Movie. Like, oh my God, where did she go? Woman, all you gotta do is just wait until she pops out. Like, go to the beginning of the thing and just sit here and just chill. Like, she's gonna pop out eventually. This is an I Quit match. This is the hide and seek match. Jesus, I didn't like that. Then she pops out. Wendy kind of like grabs her right there on the neck, like puts her back and forth. Kendall was not scared of Wendy. I want to put that out there. Kendall at no point was scared of Wendy. Kendall was like, I'm going to beat you up. I don't care about your life. Kendall disappeared for a little bit. Wendy was looking for her. The camera angle of showing that Kendall was behind Wendy, kind of like Tommy Jarvis against Jason. Like, no, Jason. No, we're not doing this peekaboo crap. Let's go. The good, not the Tommy Jarvis that in part 5. Shout out to part 5. The other Tommy Jarvis in part 6. After a while, there was a chair involved. This is what I loved. Kendall gave Wendy 3 chair shots and did something else. Wendy just did one move and knocked out Kendall. One move. Bop, knocked out Kendall. Wendy 2 grabbed the oh my God, this is ridiculous. Wendy 2 grabbed the chair and then put it on Kendall's face, which is kind of nice. I kind of like respect that. Kind of like this, like, oh, my cheek. You don't want to go to my mouth, my cheek. I'm like, all right, I get that. I get it. You don't want to go to the neck. It's disrespectful. You don't want to go to the teeth. You break teeth. You go to Kendall Gray's cheek. Whatever. At one point, Wendy Chu put the chair in the bottom turnbuckle and fit it in there. And we know the wrestling rule: when a person puts a weapon in a corner or sets up a table, that person will get the hit. Sure enough, Wendy Chu got hit right in the hair with a chair. At a certain point, I love that Kendall Gray got Wendy Chu's arm and kept trying to break the arm. She put the arm to the outside of the turnbuckle, and then put her arm like this. Here's the turnbuckle. My shirt's down. Put the turnbuckle like this, put it like that, and kind of stretched it backwards. She's like, ah. Wendy never talked at all. I want to put that out there. At a certain point of the match, Carly did not interfere at all. I want to put that out there. At a certain point of the match, the chair was also involved where before the chair was involved, Wendy Chu did a brain buster on Kendall Gray. Beautiful brain buster. Then the chair was opened up by Wendy Chu. Then Wendy Chu was trying to do another brain buster on Kendall Gray. Kendall Gray countered that into a DDT. So I love that too. I want to put that out there. Then on top of that, the when that happened, this is when the turning point of the match. Kendall Gray does the counter DDT on the chair to Wendy. Wendy snaggletooths her freaking arm on the chair. Kendall on the outside does a double stomp to the inside to the chair where the arm was. Really messes it up, which I love that. Wait a second. We'll get right about here. There we go. Gray applies the Fujiwara armbar. Chu tries to get out of it. At a certain point, Wendy Chu as well does the dirt nap, but Kendall gets out of it instead of passing out, but gets out of it in order to do the Fujiwara armbar. After she did the double stomp to the chair to Wendy's arm, after she was damaging it, she did the jumping armbar. Wendy was holding her arms like this. Kendall Gray used her foot to push the arms out. She got it locked in. She couldn't get it out anywhere. The ref was like, "Do you quit? Do you quit?" Because I don't know how zombies talk, but I'm guessing that's how she talked. She didn't say anything. She was just screaming. And then the ref's like, "Do you quit? Do you quit?" I quit. And for the first time in 6 years, Wendy Chu had said 2 words. Those are the words he was talking about. For the 1, 2, 3 post-match, Wendy Chu was in the corner. Carly Bright. By the way, Carly Bright. This is kind of like a callback, and we talked about this last time. When Kendall Gray watched Carly Bright win for the first time, she was shocked. When Carly Bright saw Kendall Gray beat Wendy Chu, she was shocked for the first time. She's like, "Oh, she won? Oh, yo!" And she's climbing all the fans. Won! Wow! She won! And then she went up to the ring and then raised her hand like she's a good. And then Wendy Chu said these words: "What's left for me?" And we go to black. I want to say, from calling this match, the psychology, the fact that when Kendall Gray had a purpose. I'm an arm specialist. This is a zombie. I'm going after the arm until she says 2 words. That's my mission. No playing around. And she didn't play around. Wendy Chu played around and found out. And now what's left for her? What's really left for her, ladies and gentlemen? Is she going back to sleepy time? Rumor mill suggests that she's going up to NXT. She's leaving Evolve. She's done her place. She's going back to NXT. That's a rumor mill. And if not going back to NXT, what should Wendy do? So EOD, we go around clockwise. Thoughts, rating, and what's the trajectory for Wendy Chu in the future?
This was an excellent match. I'll just get the rating out. This was like easy in a match. Both ladies, they put it all out there. Yes. Kendall Gray looked like she's not even on the ball. She looked like she's on NXT, and we all know Wendy should really be on the main roster. But yeah, they told a good story. Like you said, Kendall was not afraid of her at all. When Wendy ended up under the ring at one point, and she was looking for her, Kendall did the same thing later on, and you can see Wendy's face was actually concerned. Like, okay, where is she at? But she didn't play the game. She had popped up behind her. But it's not like she played any games. It's like, okay, disappeared for a little bit. They showed up behind her. I like that. I like the chair shot. I like the fact that Kendall, she just kept working on that arm and everything. And even when Wendy Chu said she quit, it wasn't like she was screaming it, but like a low scream and everything, because it's Wendy. But it was like shocking and everything when she actually tapped her out. And what I was surprised about was how Bright wasn't a factor in the match at all. Like, we thought that maybe Wendy Chu might take this lady hostage or whatever to try to get her to get Kendall to say I quit. But that didn't happen. She was just there at ringside. Nothing happened with that. and when Wendy was saying like what's left for me now, because earlier they did tease because Armstrong was out, they were interviewing her, and she was like, yeah, the winner of this match and everything, and Wendy Chu showed up in front of Callie and everything, which the trajectory, I think that's still going to happen, but maybe not on Evolve. I think Wendy and Callie will meet again, maybe in NXT, but I think her Evolve run might be over, so I don't think she will get a one-on-one shot with Callie on Evolve. But I think it probably still happen at some point just later down the line. So I think it's good if Wendy's going back to NXT or anywhere else. Like, she was good in Evolve and everything, but she did what she had to do. They had a presence, a person that you knew, that people liked on the show to kind of get you to watch the show and everything for all the people that were brand new. Because, like I said, you go back to my videos, I couldn't remember anybody's name. I'm like, okay, this person's this, and it's like, I don't know. So after a couple episodes, I'll get it straight eventually. For that, it was all written down. So A match for me. So
okay, I respect that. Terrell, your thoughts, rating, and what's your trajectory for Wendy? She stays in Evolve, NXT, or what? They didn't fire her, so.
The match is definitely an A. I always like a good, I quit match. Wendy Chu, oh yeah, I love a good tap, you know what I'm saying? But instead of tapping this time, you got to get the person to say I quit. And when Wendy Chu said it, I was like, yo, she said it. Like, she literally said it. And then it was dope seeing Kendall Gray do her thing as well. I love technical wrestlers. Those are my number one, like my go-tos. Technical wrestlers, hardcore wrestlers. So all the elements was there in this match. But I would definitely have to give credit where credit is due. And Kendall Gray, she put it off. As far as in with Wendy Chu, man, what's left for her? She may end up going back to Sleepy Time, because what if all she had left was passed on to Kendall Gray?
Okay.
And Kendall Gray starts acting a little funny,
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if you don't get rid of the entity, it tends to pass on.
Okay.
And just because, just because the vessel got defeated, don't mean that the entity did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that could be a possibility as well. We see it in horror movies all the time. But A match, yeah, definitely a match for me though.
Before I get to Cardi, shit, pardon me. Before I get to Cardi, I kind of look at it like, that's a good point. I think either if she doesn't leave Evolve, she's gonna talk a lot more, and then more, and then more, and then kind of become the new Kylie. We'll talk about that later in a second, ladies and gentlemen. But Cardi M, your thoughts, rating, and what's next for Wendy? Keep it close.
Yeah, this was one of those matches where I had a genuine shocked and like pleased reaction, honestly, because the fact that, like EOD was saying, the way that I just like the way that Wendy Chu led up to talking, because it's like it didn't just come out of nowhere, like like you said, she was really having a reaction to the armbar and everything, and was like screaming before she actually said I quit. So I did like that aspect. Like I said, Kendall, like it was funny to see Wendy Chu going up there doing her usual, like, all right, I'm gonna do my routine, and then Kendall Gray's like, F this. Yeah, I don't know, it was a really good match. Honestly, when you mentioned Carly Bright earlier, I'm like, I do like comparing the two against against Wendy Chu, because Carly Bright was like very persistent, and we saw a difference. I had her against Wendy Chu. Sorry, go ahead. Keep hearing noises. Go ahead.
All right. CJ Wolfie, thoughts, rating, and action for Wendy Chu.
Yeah, I give this match an A+. This was a really good match between the two. And like EOD said, like with Carla Bright being the fact, I thought that too, that she's gonna be a factor into this match, a way to get Kendall to say I quit. So, but we didn't get that, which is kind of surprising. But overall, it was a really good match, and the when she got her to say I quit was just like eerie, like it just sounds strange for how she didn't talk in a while. So at the end, when she knows what's next for her, I think she could take a chance to go to the main roster. I don't know which show, but she got her. She been have her career down for a while, so I think she could probably get her chance in the main roster if they book her right. Hopefully,
okay. I give you that. All right. Damn. The main roster that would work. You know what, CJ Wolfie, before I get to me, if she went to the main roster, which brand, Raw or SmackDown?
since she'll fit on SmackDown.
Yeah, I think SmackDown too. I think
Since she fit on SmackDown.
Yeah. Yeah, I would imagine if Naomi comes back, like, who the hell are you? Like, I don't believe it.
Selling pillowcases. What they could do. Sell that merch.
Yeah, I would honestly and truthfully, yeah, because we don't know how the main roster would be, but like, just imagine like a Bo Dallas walking backstage by himself, and he just looking like, "Are you lost?"
Mm-hmm.
And the camera pans over, and it's Wendy Chu just sitting there, just
staring,
like staring off. Oh, that'd be bone chilling, man.
Yeah, that would be something.
No, I'm just like, I think next week should be a PWF episode when Naomi comes back, and we just talk about of all the characters that might be there when Naomi comes back. I think when Naomi see Wendy Chu, and I'm imagining Naomi with that suitcase thing that moves really fast. They use it as the car.
Oh yeah,
the scooter.
Yeah,
the scooter, right? So imagine Naomi is like driving, like walking by, and then see Wendy Chu. She's like, "Hell no!" Nah. She gets on that scooter, just wow, like deuces. Like that's again. We're doing an episode next week, ladies and gentlemen. But I want to say about this match, A+, because one, it had a story. This woman was not scared of Wendy at all. And I love that. This was not a match of like, oh, I can try my best. Like, no, this was a match like this. Like, I won, but it's tainted. So I want to win definitively by you saying words that you can never take away. This is no recording of Mankind saying, I quit. No, nothing like that. Nothing. This was a definitive match. The fact that the only way that she won was the DDT on the chair, I think. And then the chair landing in her arm, and then her doing the double stomp, and all the things she was doing throughout the match, she's like, no, I'm targeting this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to end up doing this. I'm going to make you tap out to this. But Wendy Chu as well was focusing on the neck. When she grabbed Kendall Gray and dragged her under the ring, she came back and she was focusing on her neck the whole match. Again, Kendall Gray, you're learning selling. My neck. She's trying to be my neck. And then, but the only problem I like about it, was this is the A- for me, was that Wendy Chu wasn't selling the arm until after the chair got stomped. Only after. I'm like, she's been focusing on your arm for the whole match, and only after the chair you're like, oh, my arm. I'm like, all right. But for me, great match. Projection for her, I think she'll convert back to the sleepy time gimmick and evolve to kind of like try something new. If not, then she needs to go to NXT. She needs to go to NXT and just try something. You got a doll, you got a woman, big woman, Izzy Dame. You got a shaking her butt Latina in Lola Vice. You got a woman that's questionable in dating etiquette with Jada Parker. You got Kaylani. You got random things of life. Okay, again. I say that last sentence because why did Jada Parker why did Jay Uso do the Jada Parker thing? in Wrestlepalooza. Why? Why?
Yeah.
You mean the LeBron James thing? That's what I'm saying.
No. Don't you try to do the FBI thing and then try to cover that up. No. Like, it's all on camera. It's on 4K, bro. I'm like, why would you do that? And you did the same hand things. But ladies and gentlemen, that was Evolve, episode 29. Final rating, clockwise, EOD, go.
A. It was an A show.
Oh. Damn. Terrell?
A. Definitely an A.
Party M?
A+ for sure.
There you go. CJ Wolfie?
A+. All around.
Man. For me, A+. Sorry, A+. It was a great showing. Everyone showed out. Episode 30 can either top that or be like, you know what? We're going to take a break. We're going to learn. We're going to grow. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 30 will be episode 30 post review. But at the same time, we're going to rank every person that's came out between episode 1 to episode 30. I'm going to take me a minute for this, though, but I love watching old episodes. We're going to talk about Denny Palmer. We're going to talk about Hayes Jamison. We're going to talk about Trill London. We're going to talk about Ice Williams. We're going to talk about Jordan Oasis. And I said his name, and I think I still have it. Unless I erased it forever. No, I didn't. No, I didn't, because I love him. I love him like there he is. There we go.
I want to know what's in this backpack.
Speaking of Jordan Oasis, what was Terrell's question?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Terrell's question. Go.
Not to mention, man, that clip is heart wrenching now. Like, I want to cry every time I see the clip now. Like,
yeah.
But
I want to know what's in this backpack.
I'm cold for that one.
You trying to kill me? No, but no.
Once you said that, I had to. Sorry, continue. Go.
Yeah, shout out Ice
Oh
Williams.
my God.
Shout out Ice Williams. Because now you're the master of you trying to kill me now. Okay, so who shall not be named is gone. Ice Williams, Thank you for taking that person out of my head now. But anyway, is there a possibility that we could see Ice Williams and Jordan Oasis at least come to ROW? At least get back in the ID program somehow. At least, man.
Oh yeah, it's wrestling. So
Yeah.
if anything, it could be hanging out in reality of wrestling, and that's basically like the ID program,
right?
Certain aspects of it. So,
which I'm loving this NXT like takeover thing that they doing with reality of wrestling.
Yeah,
they've had freaking Jada Parker there.
Yeah,
Trick was there. What's up?
Yeah, Trick was there. Yeah, Trick was there too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but that's the question. That's the question that I had.
Go on, Cardi.
No, yeah. I guess my answer to your question, I have to wonder if they would want to come back, if they were even, if they were asked to, like, if they would even want to come back, considering the terms they left on. I don't know, and Jordan Oasis and how he tweeted about it and everything. I don't know how he feels about WWE at this point.
He needs a job. That's
maybe not. Maybe this calendar year, but a lot of people end up leaving or getting fired and coming back or going to another company. So it happens all the time. But because it's just happened, might feel a certain type of way about it and everything. So it's like, okay, unless it just was the circumstances were the circumstances, and maybe say, okay, I understand why you had to do it at the time, type of deal, and like no bridges were burned or anything like that. No ill feelings. It's like, maybe come back like sooner than later. So,
I'll say this quick. Let's talk about the next topic. Kylie Ray is pregnant with her second child. Mazel tov if you're Jewish, and if you're not, congratulations. Felicidades. Hello. Now I'm gonna say my rant before everyone else says these things. We only have like 9 minutes left.
Hold on, we can with your rant.
Okay.
We can close it with
Here we go. One. Why do you have the curse of every time you go to another company and they give you the ball and you're at the 90 freaking yard line and then something happens. AEW had a mental break, ROH had a mental break, TNA had a mental break, and I get that. Take your time. Therapy is great for persons. You get the WWE ID Championship first and only ever in the world, because they're not making another one. And then you just, I ain't know nothing wrong with a little bit of bump and grind. Why is Jimmy Uso putting out that radar for everybody? Let's just put it out there. Kylie Ray was 35, 36. We all said this. Great worker in the ring. Adaptable to anybody. You gave her the ID Championship because she can defend it against anybody. Guess what? I relinquished the title because I love my second baby. And now we got to do this all over again. And I swear, if you give this Zeta Steel, if you give the belt to Zeta Steel, no. Just no. I'm going to get the Michael Jordan. No, stop it. Get that. Okay. We got 8 minutes left. Go on, EOD, and then down the line. Let's go.
All right. Well, congratulations to Kylie Ray. Hey, you gotta have your kid when you can have your kid and everything. So I am not mad at it. So congratulations. All right, Terrell.
Yeah, congratulations to Kylie Ray. You know what I'm saying? Taking another step into motherhood. And we'll see where it goes from here. I pray that you're in good health and everything, and all is well.
Of course. I have nothing against motherhood. My mom had like 4 kids. My uncle had 9. Like, big family in my life. Cardi M, say your things. You got a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Let's go.
All I'll say is same thing. Congratulations to Kylie Ray. When it happens, it's a blessing. So yeah, congratulations. Good health to her. Hopefully she'll come back quickly. And when she's ready, and she's a champion, so she'll be back. But good night, everybody. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Cardi. CJ Wolfie, any thoughts on Kylie Ray? You brought it up.
Yeah, well, congrats to her, and I hope she have a safe delivery. Hopefully, a safe child, and hopefully she come back, she'll be a force to reckon with.
Yeah,
need to see some.
And keep Wendy Chu away from that one too. So
Yeah.
Good or bad.
Yeah.
You saw what happened to Teddy Bear.
They can do
They
it.
take the first kid's teddy bear.
Why do I feel that next year is just going to be the baby wars where wrestlers have babies? This is a weird thing that's happened, ladies and gentlemen. Naomi versus Kylie, and their babies are side by side next to each other. They don't care.
Yeah, man. I hope professional wrestling is not about to do a baby boomer season where people just getting knocked up, getting people pregnant. Like, yo, what are y'all doing right now?
They shoot at the club.
Yeah. Mind you, CJ Wolfie, you're like, wow, we had a WLC match, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing more wow than that. I expect both babies to be with headphones on in right outside the ring next to Michael Cole, who'll be a cyborg by the time we keep doing this in the 2050s. And just like, oh, there's baby Becky Lynch Jr. I'm like, oh my god, this is getting nepotism, ladies and gentlemen, is shown on camera. But ladies and gentlemen, that was the Post Evolve Review podcast, episode 29. Again, episode 30, we will have a ranking of all the people that came on Evolve. Episode 1 to episode 30, I will take all week to write down their names. I'll give it to the group, and then we'll say one by one. Also, episode 30, Inoue, it's time to shut the haters. Have a match against Sean Legacy. Shut him up. That's 1. 2, Bryce Donovan, if you're doing like which I shout out to you, rest in peace, Chris Canyon, where he came out of nowhere and kept copying freaking DDP, just bang, bang, Like, oh my God, Chris Canyon, I love you. Just don't keep doing it, bro. And for Zeta Steel, stop opening your mouth where you can't cash those checks, bro. Because then Tyra May, which, ladies and gentlemen, Tyra May, respectfully as a human being to another human being, Tyra May got cake. And I saw her boyfriend, and I respect him. I have to say this, bro. I'm turning into D-Walk. Because look, James Cutler got Adriana Rizzo. Freaking Adriana Grace got Stacks. Like everyone's just like.
I think Tyra May's actually married. I think they're married. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think they celebrated the anniversary not that long ago.
Poor Stacks.
Oh, okay.
Either way, I want to say thank you for everyone that's watching. We got enough time. Terrell, CJ Wolfie, say your outro, please.
Yes, you can follow me on my link tree. All my social medias will be on my link tree /ForRealTerrell, and you can find me on there. Me and my lady just started a new YouTube together, For Real Love. Yep. The official YouTube channel is up. And like, share, subscribe. We got a lot of stuff in the works for y'all.
Oh yeah. And you can find me on my Linktree /CJ115. You can see it on my YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and so much more. And you can go and get like and subscribe.
EOD.
All right, you can find me at Linktree /EndOfDays33. That's what the EOD 33 stands for. All my socials are there. The EOD 33 Wrestling Hub's on there. My video game channel's on there. Instagram, basically all my socials where you can find me. Just go to my Linktree.
I like that. Cardi M.
You guys can find me on Instagram at Cardal Muhammad. That'll be in the bio. Yeah. It's like great night, everybody. And congratulations on the new channel, For Real Love. Everybody go follow and subscribe. Leave your comments and likes.
Thank you for that, Cardi. Also, Cardi M is in the Tate Wilder Thought fan club. Check that out. It'll be down in the link below.
I didn't start that.
Of course you didn't. I love that you say that for tax reasons. You
Sure.
want to put that out there publicly. I get that.
I said he looks like Pedro Pascal once, and you know.
and then out of nowhere, 5 fan clubs on websites came out of nowhere where the IP address connected to.
Listen, I wasn't expecting EOD. I wasn't expecting EOD to come for me like that. Okay, Alex was one thing.
I made sure I didn't do anything last week. I was about to say something. I said, no, let me stop.
Yeah, he said, he respected you. He said, you know what? I'm not going to say anything about Tate Wilder, but ladies and gentlemen, I love my girlfriend, future wife, but the fact that this thing that's growing is keep going. I'm going, bitch, on this, girl. I love you. This is going to the moon. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. Good morning. And remember that Evolve is talking about all the wrestlers and everything else. There's only 7 people right now talking about Evolve, ladies and gentlemen. We're one of those 7. By the time we see you next year, there's 100. Yeah, but we're the first 7.
Period.
So remember that, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that. To keep it going. Tate Wilder, that's my woman.
Thanks for watching, and remember, like, subscribe, comment, leave your thoughts down below, and all links are in the description. See you next time where we can evolve together. Coquito out.